This one may be my favorite yet. Guys, let me show you how to sound like Jack Harlow in about 10 minutes using META-TUNE. Follow me to the computer. Guys, I am super excited to share this video with you. This is how to sound like Jack Harlow on his song Creme, which is off of his most recent album, which you guys can go check out right now. Now let me play you the vocal finished in full, just so you can get a taste of what we're searching for.
I'm the creme de la creme and it's filled to the brim, but you should still go be with him. I can't hold your hand this time. You can't fold my plans this time. About to get it crackin' where they know me. Know a couple women who been lonely, feeling like Bambino, like a stogie. Got a couple people try calling, don't you call me.
Alright, and you're probably wondering how we got there. No worries, I'm gonna show you. So let's erase all this and let's just keep these main two vocal tracks right here. First, I want to show you guys what I did to the beat, because the bass on the beat was kind of like bumping a little too loud in the headphones. So my main most important thing was, okay, I need to take some low end out. So I cut it to about 80 hertz. I shelved it at about 75.5 hertz, and that's about all I did to the beat. Now let's take a listen.
I'm the creme de la creme, but you should still go be with him. I can't hold your hand this time. You can't fold my plans this time. About to get it crackin' where they know me.
Alright, so that's about all I did to the beat, just because, again, the bass was too loud, so I had to cut out some low end there. Now let's start with this main vocal track. Now I'm going to turn everything off besides my main plugin that I have on top there. And we'll do that on both tracks, because I should let you guys know that these two tracks are technically the same. It's just one has some note stabilization going on. Let me show you. So on my main track, that top track right there, the song is in E minor, so obviously I'm going to go over here, E minor scale. As you guys can see, I have my speed to a 10.3, my sustain to a -21, and my amount is sitting at 100. So let me show you, at least on that main vocal. So I'm going to mute this track by itself, actually, just so you guys can see.
I'm the creme de la creme and it's filled to the, but you should still go be with him. I can't hold your hand this, you can't fold my plans this. About to get it crackin' where they know me. Know it, feeling like Bambino, like a stogie. Got a couple people try.
Alright, so the reason why I didn't stabilize those is I felt they were in a really good spot, and as you can see on the heat maps weren't all over the place. The auto-tune was kind of sitting on those vocals, at least the way that I wanted to. Now, it was those end vocals, those little end pieces, and maybe one full vocal right here, too, that I was like, okay, I'm going to stabilize these notes, because they were kind of hitting on the heat maps a little bit too much. I didn't like the way they were sounding. Now, this is the one with the heat maps that are all over the place. Excuse me. Let me show you.
I'm the creme de la creme and it's filled to the brim, but you should still go be with him. I can't hold your hand this time. You can't fold my plans this time. About to get it crackin' where they know me. Know a couple women who been lonely, feeling like Bambino, like a stogie.
That know a couple women who've been lonely, that part was definitely kind of all, it was squandering everywhere. Like, it was moving like way too much, and I really needed to stabilize that part. Now let me shoot you to the end here.
I'm the creme de la creme and it's filled to the brim, but you should still go be with him. I can't hold your hand this time. You can't fold my plans this time. About to get it crackin' where they know me. Know a couple women who been lonely, feeling like Bambino, like a stogie. Got a couple people try calling, don't you call me.
So as you can see, the vocals aren't all over the place. So let me show you what I did next. So next, I pulled up FabFilter Pro Q3. Now you guys can see this. You can actually do this on the stock EQ on Logic or Pro Tools, wherever it is, and just copy these settings, man. You can see them for yourself here. I'll show you a little bit. Well, fairly simple, easy stuff. Not too much to do. Again, it looks all over the place, and that's because it is. I have to make it sound good. So let me show you what it sounds like with that Pro Q3 on. We'll turn it on both sides.
I'm the creme de la creme and it's filled to the brim, but you should still go be with him. I can't hold your hand this time. You can't fold my plans this time. About to get it crackin' where they know me. Know a couple women who been lonely, feeling like Bambino, like a stogie. Got a couple people try calling, don't you call me.
Alright, so that's with the Pro Q3 on. So next what I did is I went and I got my C1 compressor gate, which is through Waves, guys. You guys can get all these plugins. These are third-party plugins. These are not stock plugins, but any compressor, any EQ, any de-esser, all that stuff works. And by the way, I didn't use a de-esser yet because I felt like my high end was hitting the way that I wanted to, and I didn't necessarily feel like I need a de-esser. Yeah, I know, shitty engineer, call it. So I got my presets, I got speech compressor, and let me turn it on both sides so you guys can see it for yourselves.
I'm the creme de la creme and it's filled to the brim, but you should still go be with him. I can't hold your hand this time, you can't fold my plans this time. About to get it crackin' where they know me. Know a couple women who been lonely, feeling like Bambino, like a stogie. Got a couple people try calling, don't you call me.
So next what I got is I got my HEQ, fairly simple, vocal 2, mess with it a little bit. You guys can see the settings, fairly simple stuff, not too much going on. This is by Waves as well, guys. Every plugin besides META-TUNE and Pro Q3 are made by Waves. The rest are META-TUNE is Slate Digital and Pro Q3 is by FabFilter. So next what I have is my CLA 2A, and let me show you that really fast. So I got my gain sitting here, my peak reduction is here. You guys can see it for yourself. Let's listen together. This is with the HEQ and the CLA 2A on together. 2 compressors. You know, gotta compress the vocals. Nice.
I'm the creme de la creme and it's filled to the brim, but you should still go be with him. I can't hold your hand this time, you can't fold my plans this time. About to get it crackin' where they know me. Know a couple women who been lonely, feeling like Bambino, like a stogie. Got a couple people try calling, don't you call me.
Fairly simple stuff. So next what I have is I have my R verb. You see it. Plate 2, pre-delay, 16.3, wet and dry is at 100%. The rest really just doesn't matter. Let's listen to it with it on both sides.
I'm the creme de la creme and it's filled to the brim, but you should still go be with him. I can't hold your hand this time, you can't fold my plans this time. About to get it crackin' where they know me. Know a couple women who been lonely, feeling like Bambino, like a stogie. Got a couple people try calling, don't you call me.
Alright, and last but certainly not least, what I did is I bust out to my H delay. You guys can see it for yourself. I got it sitting at a 1/4 note feedback, sitting right there. Got my rate up a little bit, low pass sitting right here, and I got lo-fi on. Remember that, lo-fi is on. That's very important. Just remember to turn on lo-fi. But that's not all I did. Also, what I did is I gave it like a telephone vocal effect kind of on the delay and where it's hitting, because I wanted it to like filter a little bit. And this is with it on.
I'm the creme de la creme and it's filled to the brim, but you should still go be with him. I can't hold your hand this time, you can't fold my plans this time. About to get it crackin' where they know me. Know a couple women who been lonely, feeling like Bambino, like a stogie. Got a couple people try calling, don't you call me.
I didn't want to hit too much in the mix, and I felt like I had just enough going on. It's not hitting way too much, but it's just enough to hear it a little bit. All right, so that is it for the main vocal. Now let me turn on all the rest of the vocal. Now, one thing that's very important is everything is pretty much kept the same except for my META-TUNE plugin. Let me play it one more time for you guys.
I'm the creme de la creme and it's filled to the brim, but you should still go be with him. I can't hold your hand this time, you can't fold my plans this time. About to get it crackin' where they know me. Know a couple women who been lonely, feeling like Bambino, like a stogie. Got a couple people try calling, don't you call me.
Alright, so on my META-TUNE, what I did for these main plugins is I got my doubler sitting at about, I don't have my glasses on, I think that says 23%, and I got my width out to a 22, or so, excuse me, they're both on 22%. Sorry, guys. Nope, one's 23 and one's 22. Not stupid, I promise. I just can't see. I don't have my glasses on. But most, same scale. Auto-tune is pretty much set the same as the rest. And let me play you these vocals by themselves. You're going to hear right here I messed up right on this one. But that's okay. I wasn't too worried.
I'm the creme de la creme and it's filled to the brim, but you should still go be with him. And this time, you can't fold my plans this time.
Dirty.
Know a couple women who been lonely,
can't sing.
Try calling, don't you call me. I'm the creme de la creme.
And I didn't put any delay on there because I felt like my delay was just enough on the main vocal tracks. The rest are all the same though, guys. My R verb I definitely wanted to hit on, these two vocals, and let's play just a little bit.
I'm the creme de la creme and it's filled to the brim. But you should still go be with him. And this time, you can't fool my plans this time. Know a couple women who be lonely.
By any stretch, guys, I am not Jack Harlow, and I don't have the same voice as Jack Harlow. But what I can tell you and what I can show you is how to get that same vocal effect that he used on the song Creme. So let's go ahead, play this in full one more time, and just remember these settings, guys, because it'll take you far. Guys, also, I have my Logic Pro X stock template in the description below for you guys to go get on your own. So if you're looking to get started on your own music and trying to make something good, I have a free template down below for you guys to go use and check out. But let's play this one more time in full, and I'll be getting out of your hair.
I'm the creme de la creme and it's filled to the brim. But you should still go be with him. I can't hold your hand this time. You can't fold my plans this time. About to get it crackin' where they know me. Know a couple women who been lonely. Feeling like Bambino, like a stogie. Got a couple people try calling, don't you call me.